Hello guys. So in this session we are going to learn automated application deployment to Kubernetes with Helm, GitLab and ArgoCD. So let's start. So first of all, here I mentioned some prerequisites. So first of all, we need a AWS account with Ubuntu 24.04 LTS EC2 instance. Then we need a Minikube and kubectl and Helm install. We need basic knowledge of Kubernetes and GitLab. And we need to install the GitLab runner. Okay. Okay, so here I have successfully installed GitLab runner and here I have successfully installed Helm, right? And here I have successfully installed kubectl and so on the details. Okay, so that's the prerequisite. We need to install this. Okay, so let's start to add automated application deployment to Kubernetes with Helm, GitLab, and ArgoCD. So here, as you can see here, I have mentioned the prerequisite basic knowledge of Kubernetes and GitLab. So as you can see, this is my GitLab account. Okay. So now let's start. So first of all, set up CI pipeline. Okay. So set up the CI pipeline. So first of all, we will create a repositories for application that name Node.js apps and Node.js manifest. Okay. So let's create two repositories. Okay, in GitLab, we need to create two repositories on GitLab. First, the name is Node.js apps, and the second one is Node.js manifest. So let's create the repository. So click on this new project, click on create blank, and I'm going to choose the user DevOps hint. Okay, and enter a name of your project, Node.js apps. Okay, and click on create project. As you can see, the project Node.js apps was successfully created. Okay, now it's time to create second project, Node.js manifest. So let's create next one. So here we are going to create two projects here, GitLab projects. First is Node.js apps and second one is Node.js manifest. And the user, I'm going to choose the DevOps and click on create project. So as you can see, we have successfully created our two projects. First is Node.js apps and a second one is Node.js manifests. Okay. Now the next is let's clone this repo using this command. That means let's copy the first repo. Which repo? Node.js app. So click on code, copy the HTTPS, and now let's clone the repo using git clone and your command. So it will ask your username. So enter your GitLab username. After that, it will ask your password. So enter a password. Now, as you can see, if I run the ls command, as you can see the folder Node.js apps. So let's insert this. As you can see, as of now, there is only one file with the name readme.md file. Okay. Now, so let's create a new file in this repo. First file is Docker file. So let's create a Docker file. So the Docker file is, we need to add the following data into it. So as you can see the data, first is from node 16 as node build, then work directory and run in npm install, and the port is export 3000, command node and server.js. Okay, so let's save the file and exit. Okay. After that, the next step is we need to create directory with the name source underscore code. And we need to inside this source underscore course directory. If I run the ls command, as you can see, as of now, there is no any file. So here we are going to create new file with the name package.json. So let's create a package.json using following code. So in this code, first of all, name, Node.js apps, version, description, main, script, and dependencies. Okay. Now let's save the file and exit. Then after that, here we are going to create one more file with the name server.js file. And in this file, let's add the following data. So here you can see this, first of all, the message and the so on. You can see the port is 3000 and the host is 0.0.0.0. That means any IP can access this, right? And the message is NodeJS API is running. Okay, so it will give us the output that the image is hello world. You can see hello world. Okay, now let's save this server.js file. Okay, then let's exit from the directory. That means let's go to the root directory. That means Node.js apps. Okay. Now it's time to push this code into our repository. Where? Here in this repository. As of now, there is no any files now. So we need to push this that we have created. So we need to push this code into this. Okay. So if I run the git status, as you can see, okay, git add dot, and after that git status, as you can see here, we have created this file, okay, docker file. Then in this source code folder, we are going to create package.json file, and in this source code folder we have created server.js file. So we need to push this code into our directory. Okay, so first of all, I'm going to commit. So my commit will be files added to repo. Okay, and after that enter a command git push. So it will ask your username. So enter your GitLab username. After that, it will ask your GitLab password. So enter a GitLab password. Okay, it's successfully pushed. So if I go to and here refresh the page, it's a Node.js apps. As you can see just now. Okay. The Docker file in source code, we have created two files, package.json and servers.js file. Okay, that's it. Nice, right? Okay, now let's go to the commands. Now it's time to clone. It's time to clone our next repo. That means Node.js manifest. So copy the clone with HTTPS. And first of all, exit from the directory and let's clear the whole screen. And git clone and enter the HTTPS. So enter your username. After that, it will ask your password. Okay. Now successfully cloned. If I run the ls command, as you can see, Node.js manifest. So let's insert the Node.js manifest. And now if I run the ls command, there is only one file with the name readme.md file. So in this repo, we are going to create few files. So first of all, let's create a folder with the name login app. So create a folder mkdir login app. So let's insert this login app folder. Okay. And in this folder, let's create the chart.yaml file. So in this chart.yaml file, there is a code that we are going to add from here to here. Let's add here. Okay, so first of all, API version 2, name login app, description, Helm chart for Kubernetes. Okay, then the type is application, version is 0.1.0, and API version is 1.16.0. So that's our chart.yaml file. Okay, now let's save the file. Okay. Then the next file is we are going to create values.yaml file. Okay, so let's create a values.yaml file in this folder and the code is here. So, so let's understand the code first. So first of all, as you can see, replica count one image and repository. So in repository, first of all, registry.gitlab.com, then your username and then your repo name. Okay, that we have created first here. Okay, so our repo name will be Node.js apps, login demo, okay, and so on. Okay, then pull policy, then there is no tag, okay. Then as you can see here in this service type node port is 80, okay. So that's the details of this. So let's save the file. Okay. Now after that, we are going to create one more folder inside this templates folder. So let's inside this template folder. And if I run the ls command, as of now, there is no any folder. Now we are going to create deployment.yaml file. So in this file, we are going to create using this data, kind deployment, metadata, apps, and replicas, and so on the details. Okay. So let's create the file. Then after that, let's create the secret.yaml file. And here let's copy. Okay, so as you can see in this file, first of all, API version, data, Docker config, JSON. As you can see, this is the secret, right? That we are going to generate, and after generating this secret, we are going to change this, replace this secret with our secret. Okay, so as of now, keep as it is, and let's save the file and exit. And last file is service.yaml file. This is our Helm chart files, right? So that's why we are going to create this. Okay, that's it. Now let's exit. Okay. After that, let's go to the root directory. Okay, Node.js manifest. If I run the git add dot, and after that, sorry, and after that, git status. As you can see, we are going to create here, first of all, login app chat.yaml file. After that, templates folder, deployment.yaml file. Then after that, templates folder, secret.yaml file. And templates folder, service.yaml file. And in login app, we have created this values.yaml file. Now let's push this code into this repository. Okay, so let's commit and let's push this code. So enter your username, and after that enter your password. Okay, successfully pushed. So let's go to this Node.js manifest and refresh the page. As you can see, it's just now. Let's inside this login app. So login app, there is two files, charts and values. After templates, there is 3 files. Okay, that's it, right? Okay. So we have successfully created these files. Okay, now is time to move next step. Now the next step is, that means uh, now we have set up these two repos, right? First is Node.js apps and second one is Node.js manifest. So we have set up this, we have created these two repos and we have set up these two repos. Okay, now it's time to install and set up ArgoCD. Okay, so let's install ArgoCD. So first of all, let's open the another duplicate tab and create a new namespace called ArgoCD. Okay, so I'm going to create here. Okay, so okay, namespace created successfully. Now let's install the ArgoCD using the following command. So it's done. After that, let's check the list all the resources in the ArgoCD namespace, and it provides the overview. So it's running or not. It takes few seconds to running. So wait for a few seconds. The age is 12 seconds ago. Now as you can see, first is running. So wait for a few seconds. It takes few seconds. As you can see. Fews are ready, fews are not ready. So wait for a few seconds. As you can see, all are is ready. You can see ready one of one running, one of one current ready and age. Okay, it's successfully done. Okay, let me clear screen first. Now the next step is let's edit the service configuration of ArgoCD server. And here, let's replace this type cluster IP with the node port. As you can see, the type is node port. So let's replace this. Okay. So let's save the file, escape colon WQ exclamation enter. Okay, successfully done. If you want to check, then run the command kubectl -n argocd get all, and here you can see the service argocd server is node. Okay, that means it's successfully edited. Okay, now the next is let's run the port in the list. That means let's forward the port to access ArgoCD in browser. Okay, it's forwarding the port. So let's access the ArgoCD in browser. So copy your instance IP, hit on browser, and port number is 8080. Click on advanced, go to the proceed to unsave, enter username admin and the password of these. So first of all, let's open a duplicate tab, and here for password, let's run this command. Then after that, install the download ArgoCD binary. And after that, now remove this first. And now we will get the password using the following command. As you can see, the password of ArgoCD is here. So let's enter a password and click on sign in. As you can see, this is our ArgoCD dashboard. Okay. Now, as of now, keep as it is. Now, let's clear the screen. So here, keep forwarding this port. That means we are going to, we are ArgoCD dashboard. It's running. Okay. So we are going to run these commands in this duplicate tab. Okay. Now, after that, the next step is, that means the third step is set up the CICD pipeline in GitLab. That means build stage. Okay. So first of all, let's go to the GitLab NodeJS app repo and create a new file. That means here we are going to go to the settings and we are going to set the variables. Okay. So let's go to the NodeJS apps. So go to the settings, go to the CICD. And as you can see, the variables. As of now, there is no any variables. So click on add variable. Okay. And here, click on masked. And here you need to enter the variable name. So first of all, CI registry. CI registry. And the value is here, registry gitlab.com. Click on add variable. Then next one is also select masked. And the next one is CI registry image. And variable also. Value also registry gitlab.com. One masked protected variable. The name is CI registry user. And enter your GitLab username, DevOps hint, right? My username is DevOps hint. Click on it, okay. After that, the last and next one is CI registry password. That means this is your GitLab password. So we need to add GitLab password. So I'm going to enter a GitLab password. So that's why I'm going to stop the video. So as you can see, okay, for this, we need to add this protected. So I'm going to edit this and click on protected. Okay. Now we have added here four four variables. First is CR registry, CR registry image, CR registry password, CR registry user. Okay. So you can see the protected, masked, and expanded. Okay. That's it. Now let's go to the Node.js app. And here we are going to create file. That means the pipeline, new file. And as you know, the pipeline name will be .gitlab ci.yaml. And the pipeline will be created. Okay, so first is stage build variable app name login demo image tag registry gitlab.com DevOps sync Node.js apps and app name CI commit and short sh will be there. Okay, then build image docker stage build script as you can see. So it will give the username and password of this that we have added in our variable. Okay, click on commit changes. And now as you can see here the pipeline, so let's go to the pipeline and let's check is it running or not. As you can see the pipeline is running. So wait for a few seconds. So we need to wait until it succeeds. So the pipeline takes few seconds. As you can see, the time is 23 seconds, 33 seconds ago. So it's build. So it's 59 seconds ago. Okay. As you can see, it's pushed and you can see the job succeed. That means we are successfully pushed. Okay. Now let's go to the deploy and let's go to the container registry. And you can see here the pushed published just now and the name is Node.js apps login demo. If I click on it, as you can see the tag and the name. Right, and push node.js image repository and the date and timing. As you can see the manifest media type configuration and so on the details. Okay, that means we have successfully pushed this. Okay, now after that, here, so we are going to log into the GitLab registry. So how to log in? So we are going to run this command into this and let's enter your username. And after that, let's enter a password. As you can see, login succeed. Okay, login is succeed. Okay, it's done. Now, the next is, so here, let's display the content of the Docker file and located at this that the config JSON to verify the login credentials stored correctly or the GitLab container. Okay, so let's display this using cat command. As you can see the registry gitlab.com and author and so on. Okay. Okay. Now let's encode the config.json file into the single line. Okay. Based on this string. So let's encode this using the following command. As you can see, it's successfully encoded. Now let's copy the secret code from here to here. That's the Ubuntu username, right? Okay. And let's copy the secret code and go to the manifest and go to the login app and go to the templates. And here is a secret.yaml file. Let's edit. And as I told you, we need to add a secret here. Okay, keep as it, right? So let's replace with our secret. As you can see, my secret start from EWO and inform QP9. As you can see, EWO QP9. Okay, that's my secret. So click on commit changes. So we have successfully replaced this secret with our secret. Okay. Then after that, now let's okay. Now let next step is generating and configuring SSH key for secure authentication. Okay. Now we need to create a .ssh directory in the home folder using the following command. So that's the sign means if it doesn't already exist, so you can create this. Okay. So let's create this SSH folder, and in this, so let's give the permission to this folder to inside this folder. So let's generate the SSH key pair private and public. So it creates a secure method for authenticating. Okay. So SSH keygen hyphen T RSASC and your email ID. So generating public or private. So enter in which to save the key. Okay. After that, let's inside this folder and ls command. So as you can see, the permissions authorized key. So we have created this idrsa idrsa pub. Okay, now let's display the content of the public key and copy it. Okay, so let's display this rsa public key. As you can see, this is our public key. Okay, now let's copy the public key from here to here. They end with our email. Okay, right, email. Now let's go to the now let's go to the GitLab here, and this is the GitLab profile. Click on it and click on edit profile, and here click on the SSH keys and click on add key and enter a key that we have copied from here. Okay, and now click on add key. So as you can see the details, SSH key, DevOps sent at the gmail.com, authenticating and signing, creating, last use. So as you can see the details, then SSH key that we have added, as you can see in last our Gmail and the so on the details, right? That's the details. Okay. Now it's done. Okay. Now the next is let's display the content of the private key and copy it. Okay. So the private key. So as you can see in public and private key, there is a .pub that means public key, and in private key, there is a no any extension, right? So let's copy this and let's run the command. So as you can see our private key. So our private key begins from here. Open, let's begin open SSH private key and end here. Okay, let's copy the private key and go to this NodeJS apps, and now go to the settings, CICD, variables, and let's add one more variable with the name SSH private key, and we have successfully pasted this, as you can see, our private key. Okay, so as you can see here, we have successfully created the private key and we have successfully pasted the private key here. Okay, and here first of all keep visible, protected, and expand. Okay, now click on this add variable. It's successfully added. You can see the private key. Okay, it's done, right? Now the next is Let's set up the CI/CD pipeline in GitLab. Okay, now we are going to update our we are going to update our pipeline. Okay, so first of all, let's go to the pipeline and click on it, edit. So as of now, we have only one stage with the name build. Okay, now here we have two stage, build and update Helm chart. Okay, so let's update the pipeline. So first of all, let's understand the pipeline first. So as you can see here, first of all, there is two stage, build and update, variable app name, login demo, and the image tag. As you can see, the name is Docker stage build. So first of all, as you can see, this is our build stage. Okay, now we have added this second stage, update Helm chart. So stage is update Helm chart. Image is Ubuntu 24.0 for LTS. Then here you can see first of all, update and install this client kit. Okay. Then here create this .ssh directory. Okay. And here we have successfully added this SSH private key. Okay. We have successfully added in the private key variable. Okay. So after that, it will give this permission to this. Okay. And after that, it will generate the SSH keygen. Okay. It will give this permission. Okay. And then you can see the user, that means GitLab CI, the gmail.com. After that, the Gmail. And it will clone your Node.js manifest. Okay. That means this repository Node.js manifest. This is our Node.js manifest repo, right? So it will clone in this step. Git clone gitlab.com DevOps hint Node.js manifest. So after that, inside this manifest and run the command ls -latr. Okay. Then you can see the details, git add values.yaml and commit the update image and so on the details. Okay, now let's click on this commit changes and let's check the pipeline. So this pipeline takes some seconds or some minutes to to succeed. So we need to wait for a few seconds. Now, as you can see, the pipeline is running on first stage, that means build. Okay, it is running first job, build job. Okay, after that, it will go to the update Helm chart. So first of all, let's check this. It takes 22 seconds ago. So we need to wait for a few seconds. So as you can see, it's running for 54 seconds. Refresh the page. Okay, as you can see, it's pushed. That means it succeed. Okay, now let's go to the next job. That means update Helm chart. So as you can see, it's running. So let's check the job. As you can see, it's running, preparing the Docker machine executor. So it's 9 seconds ago. Now it's 20. So as you can see here, it's done. Okay. If you check the details of it, so first of all, make this directory successfully created, the private key, and give the permission and SSH keygen. Okay, as you can see the details. Okay. Now it successfully cloned this manifest directory, Node.js manifest. Inside this, run this command, and in this command, you can see the created files. Okay, and then you can see the git add login app values.yaml file and successfully update your image. Okay, as you can see here, one file change, one insertion, and one deletion. Okay, that means git push. After that git push, it successfully pushed this code into this Node.js manifest. Job succeed. Okay, it succeed. Okay, now after that, it's done. Okay, now it's done. So click the update to Helm chart to see the pipeline. Okay, it's done, right? Then after that, now next step is deploying application with ArgoCD. Okay, now let's deploy this application using ArgoCD. So now let's go to the. So now let's deploy application with ArgoCD, right? So first of all, let's go to the ArgoCD and go to the settings, go to the repository, click on connect repos, right? So now click on this via HTTPS, and here project default and repository URL. Okay. So here, as you can see, the copy the HTTPS code from Node.js manifest. So let's copy the Node.js manifest HTTPS, copy the HTTPS and paste the repo. Okay. Then after that, enter username. So username will be DevOps hint, right? And after that, enter the password. So password of this. So password is your GitLab password. Okay. So let's enter password. So I'm going to enter my password. Let's enter your password. So I'm going to enter my password. Okay. So that's it. So check for once HTTPS, git default, and the password, and so on. Okay. Click on connect. If it is if it is correct, the connection status is successful. Okay, it's correct. Now go to the application, click on new application, enter your application name. So here, my application name is login app. Okay. Then project name default. The sync policy is automatic. Okay. Then the source code is here that we have added in this repo. Okay. Then the path will be node app and the destination is Kubernetes default SVC and the namespace also default. Okay. That's it. Now remember one thing, the sync policy will be automatic. Now click on create. And click on it, and as you can see, it's click on the sync and synchronize, and the last sync is synced. Okay, now the app health is progressing, so wait for a few seconds. Now it's progressing. As you can see, the app health is healthy. That means all is okay. Okay. Now let's check the pods are running or not. So let's copy the command and enter a get kubectl get pods. And as you can see, the 3 pods are running and the age is 42 seconds ago. Let's check the deployments. So as you can see, deployments login app ready 3 of 3, up to date 3, available 3, and age is 54 seconds ago. If you want to check the service, then you can check also service. You can see the Kubernetes and login app. Okay, the node port and the cluster, port number and the age. Okay, now let's forward this login app web SVC to the access it from the browser. So let's forward the port to access this image in browser. So the copy the your instance IP, hit on browser, and the port number is 8081. Now, as I told you, when we run this successfully, and after that, when we access this output in browser, the image will be hello world, right? That we have added in this server.js file, right? Let's check, enter. As you can see, the image will be hello world. That means it's succeed. It's done. Okay, right. That's our login page. You can see. After starting, if you will see the login page. So that's the our login page. So that's the image. Okay, so it's done. So in this session, we have learned automated application deployment to Kubernetes with Helm, GitLab, and ArgoCD. So thank you for watching, and I hope you understand.